Hi, welcome to Mariska Foxfire Tarot Readings. I'm just gonna have a drink coffee here. Oh god, it's so good. I love my coffee. So happy you could join me today. We are going to be doing Aries today, and we are going to be doing Leo and Sagittarius. I'm just going to get my tiger eye out so we can release all negative energy. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the deck and see what comes out for our Aries for June 22nd to July 22nd. The weekend I got to spend time with my son and my father for Father's Day, so I went out there and I was so excited. I stayed the night and had a nice dinner together. You know, watched him play video games. It was really cool. We got the new Last of Us. So good. So yeah, so I'm behind on these. I do apologize, but I will have all of them out before the end of the week is over. I mean, July 22nd was yesterday, I think. Yeah, so not a big deal. I've already got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and so I only have like 9 more. I'm bang those out today and tomorrow, and everybody will have their reading. I am trying to get them down to 15 minutes because I do find that they are too long, the full reading. So I'm just going to do like a small reading, and then if anybody wants a full reading, you can message me below, or you can Facebook message me, or you can email me, or you can call me. There it is. All right, Aries, Knight of Cups. Emotion, authority, integrity, compassion, spontaneity. So I think a lot of you Aries out there are looking just to be spontaneous. You're tied down, you're bogged down, you're feeling kind of stuck. You want to go out and have some fun. You want playfulness. You want excitement. You feel dull and bored. You know, you want your routine to change. You want your lifestyle to change. You want your emotions to change. You want more fun and spontaneity and just like, let's go do something today, something exciting. Get in the truck, get in the car, and just drive wherever it takes you, you know? Have lunch wherever you stop, that kind of thing. I feel like a lot of you are looking for that right now, especially since a lot of the bubbles have been lifted and we can now you know, spend time together, small groups. All right, Knight of Cups. Romance is in the air as well. I think an opportunity might be coming into some of you as well, or you're looking for an opportunity to be spontaneous or to have that life change or have that communication come toward you. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're looking also for abundance, wealth, emotional relationship. You're looking for your soulmate, your other half, somebody who's loyal. Because the Ten of Pentacles is the card for stability. So you are looking for something stable in your life. Something that's going to like not be so sort of up in the air. For some of you, I feel like for some of you, you're sort of stalemated. For some of you, you're sort of like you don't know what's going on. There's no stability. It's just kind of like rocky ground. Your foundation's cracked. So I feel like you're looking to find a way to either fill that foundation or to move away from it and start anew. Wants and desires. All right, last card for the wants and desires. Come on. Mercury's in retrograde right now, so there's a lot of mental blockage and heart space guards up and things like that. So I don't know how many people it affects. I know it affects me. When it starts, it's just and then as it gets closer and closer to July, And we're having our eclipse as well in July, so that will be a new cycle ending for the Geminis and for the, I feel like, okay, so in the wants and desires, again, I've mentioned that you're looking for that Knight of Cups, that 10 of Pentacles, and then the 7 of Cups came up. And the 7 of Cups talks about having sort of everything, all the opportunities right in front of you, and you have a lot of choices to make. I feel like some of them are related to finance, some of them are related to love, some of them are related to just your internal emotions, finding joy or bliss in your life. I feel like you are stale. I feel like you are stuck emotionally, and you just know you need to grow. There's something not being fulfilled in your soul space, which is directly connected to your heart space, which is directly connected to your mind space. And I feel like you're looking for some stability there for all three areas of your essence. And with the 7 of Cups, it talks about imagination. So I feel like you're a type of person, for some of you out there, I feel like a lot of the Aries out there have this like really great imagination, the ability to create and have a fantasy of what you want in life, and you can visualize it, and you're very creative people. At the same side of the coin though, because of this daydreaming, sometimes the action doesn't take place, and the action's not taking place to make way for these options. These visions you're having are only illusion because you're not taking action. So it's like you know what you want to do, you know what you want to have, you know who you want to have it with. Maybe you have no idea who it's with and you just want to move forward and see what the world brings you. And I feel like that is a great quality to have, but I don't know, we'll see further. I don't feel like there's any action being taken place here because you have the 8 of Pentacles below that in your current life position. And when you see the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it generally talks about like the inability to finish a project. You're not putting, it's an action card. There's no action happening. Yeah, so there's like a lack of focus. You have lots of imagination, but there's a lack of focus for the ambition to kick in. You know, to be ambitious about it and take action and make it happen. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's some of you are perfectionists, and I feel like you can't really act on these visions until you know everything's in line. And sometimes you just have to let the universe help guide you. You know, God essence is all around us, and everything that happens to us has a purpose, good or bad. And in order for the good things to come in and attract those wonderful things, those visions, those imagination, and manifest them, you have to let go of that part of you that does not want to act and maybe is a bit fearful. So it's fear-based, I feel like. The other thing is that I think a lot of you are also really reflecting in the past right now. I think currently there's some really hardcore soul searching going on with someone from your past, some anxieties you're having currently in life about your current position that you're in, whether that's with yourself, with your relationship, with your job, with your family, whatever it is, you're definitely trying to transition. And in order to do that, you have to let go of this anxiety and depression that you carry in your life suitcase. And I feel like for some of you Aries, it maybe would have been a loved one that hurt you in the past, or somebody who is currently in your life that you're thinking about but you can't act on it because there's restrictions there. The Ace of Swords is right beside it in the reverse position, which means that the abundance is not there. The Ace of Cups is abundance, but the Ace of Swords also talks about stress in this position, and like again, like I mentioned earlier, mental blocks because of Mercury being in retrograde. And Aries and Gemini energy really relate to each other. I know like Aries and Gemini are not the same at all, but they complement one another, right? Aries brings balance to Gemini. Gemini brings spontaneity and fun to Aries. So it's a good combination. But right now, I feel like because you're concentrating on the past, there's like some judgment you're placing on yourself, which you shouldn't be doing. It's in the past, things happened, it's gone. You need to let go of that and move forward. You feel like there was some dishonesty there, and that's probably fair, because everyone's dishonest at some point in time, even with themselves, you know. Like you could say, for example, I could say, oh yes, well, I'm over so-and-so, but I often think of this person and I don't know if this person's going to come back into my life. I don't know if I want this person to come back into my life. And so therefore the universe is going to keep things where they are. Nothing's going to change. Do you know what I'm saying? So you really got to work on what you want, and you have to get through that in order to the universal energy will remove that block once you face that. I don't want to say demons, but face that part of you that is still hanging on to something that's making you very sad inside. It could be your current relationship is making you feel stuck in life and you just need to move forward. You're wasting time. You're anxious. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's keeping you up at night. You're having dreams of somebody as well. I don't know why that just came out. So I just feel like that stress is there, and then of course that directly relates to the the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because there's no action being taken, there's no work being done, there's no, there's lots of frustration and problems, delays with what you want to happen here. There's a huge delay in what you want to happen. So therefore you have the imagination, you want to manifest it, but there's a delay occurring. It's keeping you up at night. It's making you anxious. And then also it's creating frustration in your life. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, that's exactly where you are right now. And of course also travel troubles. You can't travel. And a lot of Aries, like to just sort of be free and do their thing. So let's look at the current universal energy in the reading. Okay. Aries, you want your soulmate. You want your love and soul connection, and you do not have that. You are soulful and longing for this connection. This person you had a connection with from your past. That's what's keeping you up. You're thinking of the one that got away. And you knew deep down that that person was meant for you, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what happened between the two of you, regardless of what you did or the other person did, or whatever obstacles were in the way that you couldn't be together, whatever the hell it was, it's karmic, and you feel it. You can feel the connection and the pull, and I think that's what's happening. That's what's bringing on the frustration. Yes. The Ten of Swords, and okay. You were betrayed by this person. You felt failure and you were defeated. And you felt like you were stabbed in the back. And the reason why you can't take action and move forward with this person that you secretly love is because well, you have the ability to do it, because the Three of Pentacles is here. Okay, the Three of Coins right on top of the Eight of Coins in reverse. You have the ability to make this happen. You just don't want to take action right now because you're fear-based. You're scared it's going to happen again. You don't know if you can trust this person. The Empress card, the Lovers, and the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this person's not in your life. This person was either Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, perhaps a Leo. But this person, the High Priestess in reverse, next to the Lovers card, you have your soul connection here. You had a relationship with two people. Karmically, you had a relationship with your soulmate, and you had a relationship with your twin flame. And it made it very difficult to choose. You were so conflicted. Okay? Because the Empress card is here, and the Empress is like very authoritative. This person in your life made you move forward without choosing because you were just too confused. You were abundant with love from both people. You were abundant. Yeah, but also the two people, as the Two of Swords just came up to clarify and reassure, I can't really... These two people as well were conflicted and did not know what to do as well. It came over them like nothing they'd ever experienced before. I see Gemini energy. A lot of Gemini energy in this reading for you, Aries. And you had the intuition. You don't have it anymore. You had the intuition about it, and you don't have it anymore. You lost faith. You gave up. You were too hurt. The harmony was there. The abundance was there. But right now, your intuition is blocked because of this betrayal. You have to do the work to cleanse and clear that space in your heart for whatever this person did to you, because sometimes we make choices that we think are the right choices out of fear, self-sabotage, in other words, negativity, fear-based thoughts, low vibration, energy, and sometimes people make choices that they think is for the good of everyone or for that person or themselves. And sometimes people make choices that are not good for you or the other person. But I feel like the karmic debt has been paid here. These two people in your life has paid their karmic debt. They have felt the sorrow. They have felt the anxiety, the depression. They have gone through the cycle with you. Disconnected. And sometimes connected. The Two of Swords is here. And right now, again, like I said earlier, you're at a standstill. And that's verification of that. Yeah, there's a huge blockage in your heart. You don't know which one was the best one for you. You were conflicted between having a life with your soulmate, who was easy and fun and creative, and meant for marriage. Sorry about that. I had to pause because Spotify came on with another ad. Okay, so like I was saying, you had two relationships. One was a soulmate relationship that was for marriage. The other one was a twin flame. The twin flame energy is something that is... it's just as strong as connection as your soulmate. Okay? You can... But here's the thing. You can have a relationship with your soulmate in all of its beautiful abundance and love and harmony and compassion and understanding, and also all the negative things, you know, the jealousy, the insecurities, all those things that come with a soulmate love, because the two of you are so intuitive with one another. You're so very connected. You understand each other like no other person. You try to figure out how it is you know each other, and it becomes something more. That's what your soulmate is. Your twin flame is somebody who you're instantly attracted to from the moment you've seen them, as you are your soulmate. But the difference is your twin flame mirrors you. You may have things in common from your childhood. You may have grown up in the same manner. You may like a lot of the same things. You may have gone through a lot of the same trauma. You may have experienced a lot of the same growth and lessons in life, right? You're on a path. The problem with your twin flame is that your twin flame, you're not supposed to be together in this life. Your twin flame is supposed to come in and out of your life to teach you valuable lessons, to mirror what's going on with you in that current state, to help you through that, to bring the best out of you and bring the worst out of you, so you can work on both. Do you understand? Your twin flame brings chaos, brings balance at the same time, if that makes any sense. So you'll find that your twin flame, there's missed opportunities to be together, like sliding doors, right? Like you go somewhere, they're not there, they've come to see you. Or you want to go and visit them, but something holds you back work-wise or family or whatever, and you can't do it. And so that person on the other end thinks you don't care, and they've moved on and married somebody. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That sort of energy. There's always something that prevents the two of you, an obstacle from being together. And it's supposed to be that way. You're not supposed to live a life with because your twin flame is the other half of your soul system, right? Your flame together needs to learn its lessons separate from you. So think of twins, okay? One twin is here, one twin is here, and they all have to do their own thing, right? They go this different places, doing their different places, whatever. As soon as they come together, it's like instant, like, oh my goodness, I've missed you, I understand you, you know, I finished your sentences, everything's wonderful, glory, but you're so much alike, it's like magnets, right? You repel each other at the same time. You bring each other together and you repel each other. You bring each other together and you repel each other. That's twin flame energy. And it's meant to be that way, because on the other side, there is all kinds of cycles, okay, and lifetimes and timelines and world lines that we can't even comprehend, right? And sometimes it's very confusing because that attraction is so strong, it can be very misleading, right? So you can be with your twin flame and they have to move away because somebody died, you know, or they want to go and have a career someplace else and you're here and you can't go. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. That's your twin flame. They also mirror you, so they can mirror parts of you that you can see yourself in them, and they can see themselves in you. Now, that's the same for soulmate as well. Soulmate energy, you also can mirror off each other. The difference is soulmate energy is a bond that you're supposed to come together in this life, to work through the lessons together. Your twin flame is supposed to not be with you. It's like you're on timeout as a child. You go do this thing, God says you go do that thing, and when you're done, then once you've learned all your lessons, then you can come back together, and that flame will be united, and then that flame will be united in your soulmate as well, and then that will be the connection that will last multiple lifelines, okay? Multiple timelines, multiple worlds, multiple, like infinity of love, infinity of abundance. And every time you come back into if you decide, you know, I've learned all my lessons, I've climbed my ladder, I've done what I need to do, You know, do I want to go back and experience this as another human, as a human again? And if you do, then that's when you make like a soul contract. And you have to then say, okay, in order for me to do this, I have to forget everything. And I have to separate again. And God only knows how long that's going to take to find you again. God only knows how long it's going to take for you to come through my life. You know, do I want to deal with all this all over again? I don't know. You know? But you go anyway because you want to experience love and sadness, anger and happiness and joy and bliss and sadness. Like, these are all emotions that you cannot feel in non-physical state. It's, you have a knowing, a being, an essential, a very divine presence, but it's not the same as the physical body, right? So all I'm saying is that I feel like for some of you Aries out there, not all, but some of you Aries out there have struggled with deciding who it was in your life. Two people came together at the same time. And I feel like this is a cycle that has happened in every single lifelines that you've lived. Okay? Both people have come in. You've had the struggle with both of them every time. And maybe this is, I feel like this life is the cycle that's been broken because the World card came up in the reverse for the overall outcome for you, okay? And the World card is called a cycle of completion. So you have completed a cycle. However, it's in the reverse, so it has not happened yet. You have to deal with that past person or persons in order to complete your cycle, in order to move forward with yourself, if you understand me. Then beside that, you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles talks about, you know, caring, sharing, giving, gratitude. Then you become so grateful and feel so blessed that it's all worked out. And then the Two of Wands is there in the reverse. Okay? And the Two of Wands is there, which releases that blockage, you see? And it takes away that standstill. Okay? It releases you from that pain and that heartbreak. And then you have the Hierophant in the reverse, which is the teacher. You will no longer need lessons. Your lessons will be complete. Okay? The teacher in reverse means no more teacher. Okay? And you may also, some of you may have problems with authority. I feel like you need to work on that as well. And I think some of you may come off very arrogant sometimes and ignorant. I feel like self-education is really important for you right now. But this reading is intense. And I just want to see what... Yeah, look, Queen of Wands. Okay, that's you, Aries. That's you. You're a very influential person. Okay, that's energy. This energy reading is about you individually. Very intuitive. You are a very intuitive person and very influential. You have this ability to like attract. You're like a charming, like you're like a, for some of you out there, I feel like some of you are charmers, like how do I put this? Very silver-tongued. And you can get yourself out of any situation. You can make things happen if you want to. If you have the will, you are very much interested in it, you will do this. If you're not interested in it and you don't feel that it's your time, that's okay too. But Aries, you are definitely going through some serious heart and soul space transitioning. Serious heart and soul space. Heavy burden in that suitcase of life. And I feel like you need to start cleaning that out. You need to start going through each paper, each situation, each person, each feeling, each wronged thing you've done to somebody, each wronged thing someone's done to you, and forgive them and forgive yourself. Because I'm sure that those people out there have forgiven themselves And I've worked very hard to forgive you. And I feel like there's nothing but love in this world. And if you concentrate on love and acceptance and just being authentic, then this cycle for you will end and a new one will begin, you know? So that's the reading. And I hope you found something there that would guide you and will help you along on your journey. I really do hope it's resonated with you. This is intense. I have not read an intense reading like this since May. So like the first week of May for a personal client. So this is very personal. There's somebody out there who's watching this video. You are thinking that's exactly me, what I'm going through, and I know exactly who you're talking about. So to that person, I wish you the best of luck and love and peace and be blessed and just forgive. It's easy to forgive. It's so wonderful and the burden is so lifted. And people change. You know, we're not the same people we were when we were kids or young adults. Like I'm 46 and personally myself, like I know I'm not the same person I was 25 years ago, 30 years ago, right? So I think that we all have to understand that even though it may not mean that you will be together with these people or this person, maybe your soulmate or your twin flame, but I feel like you need to resolve some unresolved feelings, maybe some closure, some discussions need to take place so that all three of you can, I'm surprised the Three of Swords didn't come up. So that all three of you can move forward. So, and I also feel like you've made the choice already. You've made the choice already. You're just waiting. You're just waiting. So, with that being said, I'm going to draw 3 angel cards for you quickly. So we're having a 15-minute reading. Okay. 9 of water, which is cups. Page of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. So your wishes will come true, Aries, so that's beautiful. Your concerns fade away and you have a love of life again. See that spontaneity that you were looking for in the first part of the reading, where your wants and desires. You're gonna get that love of life back, that like, let's just go and do our thing. You're also going to have the 3 of the power of creativity, and you're going to be recognized for very high quality work. So keep your work very high quality. Don't cut corners. Continue to be a team player, and that will definitely play in your favor as far as work life. Right now, again, you're still blocked intuitively. You're still very sensitive. You're not very artistic right now, and you're not feeling very friendly towards others, but the universe is saying that. So yeah, it says a new person's going to enter your life. A relationship begins a new phase, and your heightened abilities psychically will resume. I suggest for some of you Aries out there, you should get yourself a quartz crystal. It's a geode quartz. Okay, and it helps with overall healing and internal, look how beautiful that is. I don't know if you can see that. With internal, like struggles and things like that, strains and pains and right? And then also, I would also recommend getting this is beautiful. I have both these crystals. It's called silicon carbide. Okay, and this helps ward off evil and negative feelings, energies, vibrations. Okay, it helps against negative powers and things like that. It's a beautiful stone. This particular one was formed about 20 million years ago. So like carbon, it's the essence of our DNA, right? So it's a beautiful stone, and I feel like you should really maybe invest in one of those. And then I have a tiger eye as well to help ward off negative energy. So if that's helpful for you, Anyway, thank you so much for joining my reading and clicking my link. If this has resonated with you at all, please comment, like, and please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. I need to build my site so that I can do live readings. It would be so fun. Okay, with that being said, take care, and like my other favorite astrology person out there, he's a beautiful person. What's his last name? Rich, I think is his first name. Rich something or other. But he always says this thing at the end of his reading. He says, and I will see you between now and the rest of eternity. So, with that being said, because your reading was so karmic and so you know, very deep in terms of like your destiny and your struggle with your life and where it should be, I think that was appropriate. So in the meantime, take good care, be good humans, and I will see you next time.